Not that I can go on TikTok anymore. Hmm. Hmm. Um, hmm. I don't know. I think where to start with my thought process, or at least a good gimmick to get people to actually stay around for a little while, so I can get my footing when people are actually in the room. Because when nobody's in the room, oh yeah, I'm talking. But when I'm actually thinking about talking, making sure I'm. That's one thing I like about YouTube is that it records the live streams. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I just wish YouTube would make it easier for you to talk to people. But I mean, I'm having issues right now with that. I think there's a way, but I just don't. I don't know. There's a lot more entertaining on. I've met some cool people on YouTube, but it's definitely a lot more entertaining on TikTok. He'll go live on Twitter. Hmm. Hmm. 3 minutes and 8 seconds. This is a second. That'll be a good one. Hmm. I mean, I want to hear people's opinions on I said last time, you know, it's nice to talk to somebody, that thinks like you, has the same opinions, whatnot, and sees the world like you do. All right, but it's a lot more entertaining to have conversations with people that don't see the world like you. But then there's a fine line between those certain people that are just stupid. They're just idiots. Like it's really like, why do you believe that? Like, and then it's just mind blowing when you find out they actually believe this. Like, I mean, I've been somewhat keeping up on with everything that's going on in the world, and it's crazy. It's freaking crazy. All the violence and mayhem and sorrow and death and murder and crime. All the BS and politic bullshit going on. All the wars going on. All the people dying. Like, oh man. What's up, people? I see one person. Hi. Thank you for stopping by for a minute at least. Um, but yeah. Mm. Uh, I don't know. I don't. From what I mean, I believe. I mean, like, I don't know. It's all this bickering and mom and daddy are fighting again. That's how Republicans and Democrats are. And it seems like a popularity contest. 'Cause I never did understand why there's two parties, or I mean, I think there's more than two parties, but there's two primary parties. Republican and Democrat. I never did understand that. I mean, like, aren't they going after one seat to run a country? I mean, like, wouldn't aren't they supposed to be like wanting the same for the country and the people? Like, you want the best for your country and people. I don't understand why there's two parties. That doesn't make any sense to me. Oh. I want the American back that way, like it used to be, like the kick-ass crazy white boy. I mean, that's what we were known it for as. I mean, even though we were a melting pot of many cultures, like that's what America was known as. And everybody lived here. That everybody that lived here was that American white boy. You know, like we need to become a country again that the people can respect. I mean, America is still like, I mean, as much as it has its problems, it's somewhat of a shithole. I mean, and it's falling apart right now. I mean, it's still better than anywhere else. I don't want to be anywhere else. But I know I've been definitely. I mean, I guess I'm going through what the process of getting ready to go through my midlife crisis that happens around when a man hits 40. I think that's what I'm going through. I'm getting ready to lose my marbles around when I hit 40, which will be February 14th, 2026. I'll be 40. It's just fucking, it's just crazy. And just seeing how the world's gotten. I don't even know. I don't even recognize this world anymore. Playing the game of life. Hmm. I don't know. Like, I wish that I could like figure out how to go live with people. Oh, I guess right. I have to send a request to somebody, but it's like I don't know anybody that's awake right now. Unfortunately, nighttime is the only time I really have the get on here and do these lives. I mean, and I don't fucking do nighttime activities anymore. So it's like all the people I know that are alive or out doing stupid shit right now. Yeah. I don't know. Um, Definitely going through, you know, religious, uh, spiritual, spirituality, supernatural journey. Trying to find, the meaning of life. Not including trying to find the purpose of myself in the grand scheme of things. I not like like the chosen one kind of like purpose, but just like I mean, or at least come to the comprehending of that this is my life. Like it's not gonna probably get any better per se. I'm not like trying to like nit and bitch and moan. I mean, I have a great life. I mean, besides the fact that I'm on government assistance, I mean, I have a loving wife and I have kids and I get raise the next generation. I get I don't know. I mean, I can't really complain per se, but money is definitely tight. And I mean, I am trying to find a job. That's another thing. I mean, my purpose. I mean, I'm trying to find what my calling is, what I can be useful at doing. I mean, I ain't gonna be one of the oil riggers or construction. Not so much. I mean, that's just. I mean, if I didn't beat my body up per se and fuck my head up, I mean, maybe. I mean, it's not that I wouldn't try per se, because I mean, I think I could. I really respect that kind of work. So I mean, it's not like I'm shy away from it. But no, I don't know. I mean, especially with what's going on with fast food. Like years ago, like I was like, I would never work at fast food. Like I'm sorry, I have no desire to work there. Um, I don't. But now it's like I really don't. People are getting shot. Like, oh my god. Like, I have no desire to work at fast food. But I mean, years ago when I was younger, I've done. I mean, the job title was bouncer, but I mean, it was a pretty small, chill bar, and I only did it for 3 days. That was back when I was like 21 ish, and that was fun. I mean, it was fun. Those were some fun years, especially fun days. Uh, but definitely, once I definitely think I want sex and women definitely get the upper hand on me, and it's all I really cared about. I just like, cause I mean, like when I was like 18 to 20, like I had pretty good drive, and ambition, like desire to actually want to make build be something. But I don't know, like I mean, I can't. I mean, my friends and boy, like I mean, those were my first real friends, and longest friendships. But I mean, I haven't talked to a lot of them in a while. And most of them are dead. That's the problem. Is like most of the people that I actually truly, because hold dear in my heart. I mean, most of them are dead. A few are in jail and prison, or they don't live in the country. And then on top of that, they're doing their thing. They're living their life. I mean, friendships just don't last long like they used to. My longest friendship was 20 plus years. But all things must come to an end. But I've definitely been doing a lot of thinking about the past. And I mean, like, I definitely do think that a lot of my, like, well, the reason why I do a lot of these videos, I mean, honestly, is to, I was hoping to get feedback from others, whatnot, and actually have good conversations with people. And hear people's, thoughts and opinions about, what I have to say. Maybe I should help some people not going on the path that I went down in. Because it ended decently. I mean, I can't really truly complain. I mean, like I said, my housing all that is taken care of. I have money in my pocket. My kids have food in their belly, a roof over their head, clothes on their back. Thanks to government assistance. I don't have a criminal record. Um, I have like a couple things on there, but they're fucking stupid as all hell. I have, when you have a CPS case, a DCYF case, it's never really close. It's a wound. It's like a wound that just never really closes. Um, Not really. But I don't have to deal with them. But that's about it. Like, that's why I said like I can't really. I have no real right or any room to complain. Um, the bare minimum of my necessities for me and my kids are taken care of. But I've been on I mean SSI for a while, and for years I've been like really trying to like talk myself up to get off of it, but then trying to find a job that I'm kosher with doing so I can at least learn per se. Because I've never had a 9 to 5 job, so like I need something like training wheels per se to help me get in the swing of shit. Um, of navigating the work world, the actual adult world per se. That's one thing. That's one thing I'm definitely instilling into my son. Like, I'm not having my kids on welfare. Like, they will not be on welfare. I will push them. I have my typical traditional moral base foundation on how I want to raise my kids, and I want my daughters to be wives, and I want my son to be a husband. But they're gonna get basic, I think they're gonna both get decent, basic, decent, education on, numbers and science and geography and history and shit, so that they can at least navigate and communicate and negotiate through life. But I want my daughters. I have more daughters. I have four daughters and a son. I have one. I have my oldest daughter, but she's deceased. If you watch my videos, I'm not. I not bashful on sharing my personal life. But I mean that's why cause I mean throughout my almost 40 years of life, I want to say that I have pretty much almost experienced majority of what all humans could possibly experience. I mean, homelessness, drug addiction, loss of a child, parenthood, marriage, divorce. I mean, jobless, fucking liability to society. Never done crime. I mean, I've never really. I mean, I've done stupid shit. I mean, I'm not saying I'm squeaky clean, but I definitely never got caught. I got lucky. I mean, it's the same thing I would say in the rehab group I was in. I mean, cause I heard a lot of stories in there, and it's like everybody everybody in the group was we're the lucky ones. I mean, because I never heard anybody smash into a car and become paralyzed. Run a red light and die after getting hit by a semi. You didn't hit no pedestrian out in the public. You didn't overdose in a bathroom. I mean, so I mean, I think we're the lucky ones. I do think we need to I'm not saying we need to be making excuses and giving enabling people's degenerate behavior and mistakes that um affect everybody. Honestly, because everything affects everybody, and so especially when you're a society trying to build a foundation on how the society should be ran, you need to have what's allowed, what not allowed, what's against the law, what's punishable, and what the punishment is. I mean, if you want to have a running society, like, and that even goes from small tribes to big cities. I mean, even in the homeless world, there was rules, and on the street, honestly, it was a lot more fun. There was no court system per se. Everybody was their own court system. So don't steal from somebody. Man, I'm. Welcome to Washington, the United States. Tacoma, Attack Town, 2025, 253. Homeless life, drug life, crime life, and and that's the thing. I don't think I ever even when I was on the streets and I was living among the homeless, being homeless, being on drugs, hanging out with people that were committing crimes because I never really 100%. I would say maybe 20-30% be involved with the criminal activities. I I would have to say that would mean I only participated in 20 to 30% of the criminal homeless lifestyle that majority of the time leads to the crime life. Because no offense, but like majority of the homeless are criminals. Now, like that's the present, honestly, in my opinion. That's the present. That's what's going on right now. I mean, like, and you can take, I mean, you can have compassion, you can have understanding, sympathy, and empathy on somebody's backstory, um, of how they got on the streets and on drugs and this and all that. But you're gonna have to interact with the person that you're dealing with right now. Yep. Bye. Uh, you're gonna have to deal with the homeless drug addict that is right here right now. Um, and I mean, I think honestly, I think the nurture and nature thing that people talk about. I think that's what. I think both are what is what what helps you build your own personality and character. I don't think it's just your parents or your family. I do think it's other people and that you interact with for 5 minutes or 5 years. Um, I think everybody you meet pretty much helps you form who you are. And I mean, you're never. I mean, uh, you know, and you can live for 40 plus years, and when your time gets clicked, I mean, that could be the person that you are, or it's never gonna be fully who you were gonna be. But yeah, I don't know. 27 minutes on here. Be a decent video for people, I guess, to watch because this is pretty much a video, and for a majority to make fun of me. Mm. What's that, everybody? Opinions about life, religion, politics, society, the dynamics between man and woman, evolution. No, no. Yeah, I would definitely. I mean, like in my head, my wife has a very confusing labyrinth in her head. Like that painting that has stairs going all this way and whatnot. Like that, but it acts like Hogwarts, like the stairs that move. Right? That's my wife's head. I mean, I think I'm the only one that actually navigates her head pretty well, and just a hair better than I think she does. But mine, I think, is more of an aspects of. In the center, there's my main castle, and it's in a dead land. It's just covered in a way, darkness, sorrow, all that depressive shit. And outside, there's the light, whatnot, elements, magic, faith. uh, Anybody out there that wants to actually have a deep intellectual conversation? Solutions. Like I'm okay with hearing your outlook on how the world's going, but I want to talk more about how are we gonna fix it. Because I pretty much, I mean, like, I think everybody right now, I mean, with a brain cell understands how the world's going. But I mean, and I think majority of people know what needs to be done, and I think, are we gonna do it? Rip the band-aid off and actually just do what needs to be done to, set things correct. uh, Intermission time. I'm out, people.